Hello everyone, welcome back to Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. Today's review is on Santa's Little Engine. As I said last week, it's friggin' April and we're talking about Christmas still. Christmas was like 4 months ago. Let it go already. But nope, we still got more Christmas stuff to do. Just wait until we catch up to modern day where we'll be covering 2 Christmas releases in 2 weeks' time. That being Christmas on Soda and Thomas's Holiday Collection. Yeah, that'll be a back-to-back thing. Look forward to that. So let's stop advertising for the not-too-distant future. Let's go ahead and jump right in to the history section for Santa's Little Engine. There's not much history on Santa's Little Engine. I can only find one date of when it was printed. It was released in October of 2013. So once again, we're not following the tradition here. Okay? Lionsgate, I know this was 5 years ago, but listen to me. Alright? This is getting out of hand. You've got to release things in December that deal with Christmas. October is Halloween. You can't have kids mixing up Christmas and Halloween. Santa Claus doesn't come on Halloween, and the spooky jack-o'-lantern doesn't come on Christmas. Freaking Thailand got it right. Thailand's release of Santa's Little Engine was released in December. Come on, guys. I think that's the first time we've mentioned Thailand on the show, but alright. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into the close-up section of Santa's Little Engine. Alright, boys and girls, or just boys, because there are no girls that watch this show. Maybe, I'm not sure. We're going to take a look at Santa's Little Engine today. Yay! Fun times, even though it's not Christmas anymore, but doing a Christmas release. Yeah, I'm not sure why I threw that. Anyway, let's take a look at it here. Thomas & Friends logo appeared at the top. Santa's Little Engine in a very eye-catching font. The eye-catching fonts are back. That's cool. You've got Thomas as a reindeer with Sir Topham Hatt as Santa Claus in the sleigh right here. It's a very nice cover, actually. There's Opstead Castle in the back as well. Hit Entertainment logo on the side, if my camera will focus. Okay, there we go. Thomas & Friends logo, Santa's Little Engine down there. You've got a portrait of Thomas from the front as the reindeer, or Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Distributed by Lionsgate on the bottom. Thomas Friends logo again, making tracks for Christmas cheer. Thomas covered in snow along with Gordon, covered in snow as well with his snowplow. I think, yeah, that's a snowplow. UPC code right there. Your blurb about what's on the disc. Bonus features include Sir Topham Hatt's Frosty Friend game and Guess Who puzzles. Link to the Thomas & Friends website, as well as tech specs, FBI warning, all that good stuff down at the bottom. Take off our slipcover here. It is not embossed, and it makes me mad that it's not. It's exactly the same artwork on the sides as well as on the slipcover. Nothing has changed. Open this up. We do have a little pamphlet here, and our disc is a squished up version of the poster art. I just hit the tripod. My apologies. I forgot there's several in here. Here's our advertisements for Christmas themed wooden railway stuff. You know, back when the wooden railway wasn't dead. So the Snowy Mountain figure 8 set. This is a really cool set, actually. I've never seen this in person, but this looks really awesome. I have seen this in person, though, the diesel fueling station, and I kind of want to pick one up for myself. It looks really useful. Snowy Tunnel and Santa's Little Engine, which is based off the story Santa's Little Engine. Keep digging inside. Some advertisements for Thomas & Friends social media and apps, and some books, but nobody reads books anymore. And on the back, another advertisement for Thomas the Tank Engine, being in the Little Big Club at the Hard Rock Hotel. And you have an advertisement behind that for Mike the Knight. And there's nothing on the back, it's just white. But Mike the Knight. Hey, Mike. Mike 123. I had no idea you were a knight, man. How's that show doing? Oh, it's canceled? Sorry. So that's the close-up on Santa's Little Engine. Let's go ahead and jump right into our menu tour for Santa's Little Engine. Alrighty, everybody, here's your menu tour for Santa's Little Engine. We have our same four options as usual: play, episode selection, language selection, and bonus features. What episodes do we have on this Christmas-themed release? Santa's Little Engine, No Snow for Thomas, The Frozen Turntable, which I really like that episode. Spoiler alert for the recommend section, but that one's really good. The Missing Christmas Decorations, which is again another good one, and Snow Tracks. That one should sound familiar. We've already seen Snow Tracks on a season 13 release, because that is a season 13 story. We'll talk more about that in the recommend section and all that stuff. Language selection, English, Spanish, and French, with a very comical picture of Sir Topham Hatt screaming. I guess he's screaming. He's either screaming or he's singing. Guess Who puzzles and Sir Topham Hatt's Frosty Friend game. So, let's play this game, shall we? I'm going to go with easy because I'm a wuss.
Catch the snowflakes and build the snowman before the snow piles up.
Okay. So you move the hat around and try to catch snowflakes, I guess.
So close, but the snow fell too fast. Well done. You've got the bottom of the snowman built. Now, let's catch more snowflakes.
Okay, so you push like the enter button, and then the hat lights up red, and you catch snowflakes that way. This is an interesting game.
The snowman is complete. We're almost finished. Let's keep building. The snowman is coming along. The snow is falling faster now. Let's catch the falling snowflakes. What a fantastic snowman! Sir Topham Hatt and the children of Sodor appreciate your help.
Well, that game was different. It wasn't, anything too special, but it was kind of fun. I find it interesting, though, how the game is in widescreen, but the menu is in full screen, if you notice that. So that is the menu tour for Santa's Little Engine. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions, as always.
Alright, so we're back from a close-up, and now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? I actually picked mine up in a half-price books. I just went one day randomly after school and was like, hey, Santa's Little Engine, complete with slipcover. Why not pick this up? It was like $4. So if you have a half-price books near you, maybe it'll show up there. But if not, online retailers. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No, it is not. Number 3, should you pick this product up? Santa's Little Engine has some pretty decent stories on it. That's the best way I can talk about these stories. They're decent. They are entertaining at face value, but when you really think about them, there's not much there. Like, the main story on here is Santa's Little Engine, and it's a very simple plot of the Earl wants Sir Topham Hatt to be Santa Claus, but he doesn't know how to drive a sleigh. Stretch this out for 8 minutes. The episode was fine. No snow for Thomas. That was, harkening back to the olden days when Thomas hated wearing his snowplow, and that one was all right too. It wasn't, particularly interesting. The Missing Christmas Decorations and The Frozen Turntable are two of my favorite Christmas-themed stories, and The Frozen Turntable isn't even really Christmas-themed. The Missing Christmas Decorations starts off really well. I really like the characterization of Diesel 10. He's a villain, but he's not, shockingly terrifying, piss-your-pants scary kind of villain. He's your generic mustache-twirling villain for a children's cartoon series, and I thought he was characterized very well here. And the rest of the Diesels, yeah, it was fun, it's a fun story. The Frozen Turntable, though, I don't know. This episode's probably one of my favorites of Season 17. I think it's because it's not a Christmas-themed story where, like, every other story that's in winter takes place during Christmas. This one is just a winter-themed story. It's winter on the island and the turntable gets frozen. The engines have to go and find somewhere else to sleep. And then, of course, it's Gordon who ends up, tricking everybody. And then he gets stuck in the shed because the turntable gets frozen again and it turns. And I don't know. I just really like the frozen turntable. I was really surprised re-watching it the other night for this HMR. It's such a good episode. I don't know what it is. I just really like it. This release also features a kind of weird story. We get Snow Tracks, which, if you recall, was first seen on Splish Splash Splosh. Snow Tracks was originally narrated by Michael Brandon. However, apparently Mark Morgan was given a big old fat check to redub Snow Tracks. So now Mark Morgan is heard as the narrator. We still have the same dialogue. None of it's been changed. It's the same script. But now it's Mark Morgan reading these stupid-ass narrator lines. It was kind of not necessary. You could have just had 4 episodes instead of gone through the extra effort to get Mark Morgan to go into a studio and, record these lines. But I guess it's cool. It's a neat little bonus thing. I had no idea that Snow Tracks was re-narrated the first time I watched this. With all that being said, yeah, I think I would recommend Santa's Little Engine. It's a perfectly fine Christmas release. It's certainly not as good as its sequel, The Christmas Engines, because that just has better stories on it. But Santa's Little Engine, at face value, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? Well, I paid $4 for mine. With the slipcover, though, releases tend to gain value as time moves on. So I'd say probably like 10 for the release with the slipcover. Without it, I'd say it's probably worth the same amount. So that's the HMR on Santa's Little Engine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's nothing too special. No one really remembers it. And to be honest, do you really need to remember this? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's nothing horrible. It's better than all of seasons 13 and 16. Or seasons 13 through 16, not just seasons 13 and 16. 14 and 15 are bad too. Next week is when our Lord and Savior, Doc the Great Western Engine, returned to us. It is the Thomas Way. This is also one of the most nostalgic season 17 releases to me, but I'll tell that story next week. I'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody. Number 2 is Can I stop having consecutive strokes? Okay? Jeez.